Hey, so how is everybody doing? We're live, and so anyhow, get my hat on here. So anyhow, we're having a bit of a show changeover for our Facebook shows, and fires the Dark Hunters Cabin Challenge Capture the Flag game is actually finished. We actually finished that part up. Um, Our but again, bandanas you can wear all the time, guys. That's not an issue. The group Celtic Gypsy Angels and Gypsy Warriors are still going to be out there, um, and that. So again, I do have a free bandana giveaway. So again, for Wyerton people, two Celtic have two Celtic Gypsy Warriors and a red and a black one. And so again, these ones here are first come, first serve, and Wyerton here, and that kind of stuff. So, and then I have two Celtic Gypsy Angels. So again, and that, so the blue and yellow. So again, so those ones there, and still trying to get a hold of Caitlin Johnson so I can give her Celtic Gypsy Angel bandana, and Cody Bell. That way he can get his Celtic Gypsy Warriors bandana. So, so again, those two are here, and that. So again, that is, and I hope everybody had a wonderful Canada Day. And so anyhow, Wyerton here, we had our celebration on Sunday. I guess some places didn't celebrate until yesterday, till Monday. But a lot of places, there was still a lot of places that still was out on traditionally on the first celebrating. And so again, I was helping out with the fish fry here and that kind of stuff, and helping out one of the Freemason guys with his fish fry and that kind of stuff too. So that went pretty good. The children's area was going pretty good too with the bouncy castles, but because the weather was so nice and it was so hot, Optimus didn't think that through and actually decided to actually should have rented with the bouncy castle slides. It should have rented an actual water bouncy castle slide that had the hookups for that they connect to the bouncy sliding castles or whatever, and that they can run actually water through it. They didn't think that was going to be that high. So that kind of thing for the kids. So again, they just kind of went with one of the two regular bouncy castles and that kind of stuff. So anyhow, Rotary Village Fair, guys, is coming up August the 3rd to the 6th, Wyerton, Ontario, Canada, here on the South Bruce Peninsula. Now, admission is free to get in. Again, only thing you pay for is to go on the rides and play the games. Again, every night with Bingo Nick, it is an 18 plus. It is bingo. I have to be 18 years of age to purchase the bingo tickets or to win money at bingo, because it is an actual what you call casino gambling game. But but other than that, the other games, I don't think there's any requirements on. I know with the birthday game, I don't think there is with the birthday dice and the board and that kind of thing, because we get a lot of kids playing the birthday game all the time. So again, there is that there wonderful. There is what I call the street food court. Also too, there's going to be Kids Zone Day, which is the family day, which is going to be on the Sunday, which is the August 5th weekend. That is also to our Wyerton, which will actually be also to our Wyerton. Our every Sunday Wyerton fun kids fun day market day. So Sunday. So I don't know if who's gonna kind of if they're gonna allow the market vendors in this year or not. They normally don't. But with it being like part of the fun day, Sunday fun day, thing too, they probably will. I don't know. They may. I'm not sure how they're working it this year because now it's the Sunday, fun day market day. So, which actually falls on, and same with Canada Day. When we had Canada Day was the big Sunday fun market day as well. So I was shocked because usually the nice weather classic cars come out, but they didn't stay for long. We only had one. We were down to one classical car that pulled in. Usually the whole crew of them pull in. They might have been all up at South Beach, but for the big beach fest up there, and fireworks were great. The bands were pretty good up in the band tent. We don't have a band tent for Rotary Village Fair. Again, it is all Carney Games, Midway. Magical Midway, and magical Midway or whatever they call themselves, pull in and they bring in the rides and everything else like that, and they got a bunch of tent game booths, and Rotary section has a bunch of tent game booths. So that is what's happening. There's the next event coming up again. Canada Day was strictly Optimist here. Wyerton Village Rotary Fair that's coming up August 3rd to the 6th is Rotary International that does the fair. So so that's one of my other fun busy weekends to get burnt sunburnt. So again, that is what we've got planned for that. And so anyhow, I'm just going to put those in here for now. I want to put those ones in the top, the other ones in the bottom. Put those two at the top for my buddies, Cody and Caitlin. So again, we'll put that there, and in a little zip up baggie. See, little zip up bag. And plus, I've got my tool bag. I got my we will be, because our shows are changing. We are going to take you live at the Rotary Village Fair. Sorry I couldn't take you live on Canada Day. I would have loved to. It was just it was with the band tent and that kind of thing too. It is Optimist. Rotary doesn't mind it. It's just Optimist has very it gets very finicky about that. About live video streaming. That's what I said. They have big issues with it. Rotary doesn't, but Optimist it does. Ooh, lost my Canadian flag. What's this on the flag? Indeed. And so anyhow, Halloween, no, guys. We're actually going to go see the bright Halloween lights Halloween night, though. We are going to do a special live stream for that. We're going to probably walk around, live stream the lit up Halloween lit up haunt, see how people are haunting out their houses for Halloween for the trick-or-treaters, and that. So we're going to walk around and we're going to be live. And so you can see some of the cool houses all dolled up for Halloween this year on Halloween night. So again, we're going to do that quite different. So we can actually check out, see how all the hard work people did to doll up their houses and that kind of stuff too, and that kind of thing. So so that way we can see how well of a good job they do and that kind of stuff. So that won't be till Halloween night. So again, and that will finalize. Will actually finalize the shelves. And that's basically so the next thing that is coming up, guys, is Rotary Village Fair. That I usually pack a lunch for, and that kind of stuff too, that I always take because I'm there all day, all weekend. So again, I gotta get my wife to do some grocery shopping and get some of the picnic and lunch supplies. Since now I got my new cool chair that I can actually carry around and sit on. I've got actually something comfortable to sit on. I am, by the way, I am working on buying myself my own shelter tent, by the way, guys. So, because the game booth, it gets so hot in there for the volunteers and that kind of stuff in the actual game booth itself, and there's not a lot of room. So if I can kind of arrange it, it's not this year, but maybe by next year, I'll probably buy one of those little gazebo tents that you can put up, and that way I can shelter the volunteers at least for the birthday game alone, so that they can, when they're on the break, they can go in and sit down. So that way it is. It doesn't, because some of these festivities, they get so hot out, and especially the sun beams down, right, and that kind of thing. So. I'm also too. I've seen at River Rankin they sell those little cool mini tables too. Might buy myself a little mini card table that you can buy, that you can set up, that folds up just like your chair. So that'd be pretty cool. So that way, if we have like a downfall break or whatever, we got a place to actually sit down at least. It's going to be shelterized over sheltered. So, and that even though I did love the strobe lights at Canada Day, the one guy had those little mini what you call glow lights. They were cool, but you don't want to shine those in anybody's eyes too much, and that because even a healthy person like myself, like I'm not diagnosed as an epileptic, but somebody who's actually healthy, there's been cases of actual healthy people taking seizures all of a sudden. And they've never been diagnosed with any epilepsy, but I guess it depends where you shine the strobe. If you get it in the right section of the eyeball, with your eyeballs, if you get the bright light in a very, very what you call delicate spot of your eyeball, it can cause an actual healthy person to go into a seizure. And I didn't know that. Well, the one guy was streaming little glow sticks. So that's why on how powerful some of these power strobe lights can be, because if it hits a certain section of your actual eyeball itself, there is a little weak spot in your eyeball, and that is a very weak muscle. And if the beams from the ray from the strobe light hits a certain section, even a healthy person that is not an epileptic can actually literally go into a seizure. It's medically proven. If it hits the right spot, if the light beam hits the right spot of your eyeball. And I didn't know that. I was reading something about that on Google and that kind of stuff too. So, and plus too, and also too, because Rotary is all full of doctors too. And one guy was telling me that too, and he's been a doctor for years, and that's what he said. He said, if you get a strobe light in the right section of your eyeball directly, high beam ray of it in a certain section of your eyeball, don't matter how healthy you are, you can actually go into a seizure and not know it, or a stroke, because on how bright and powerful that light is. If it hits a certain section of your eyeball muscle, in a certain part of a certain socket in your eye. There's always that delicate spot, and that. So we'll see who we have coming in. So hey, Wellen, how you doing? And we have okay. And hello. I have trouble pronouncing your other guys' names, but that is okay. The other two. yeah, so the next thing that is coming up is Rotary Village Fair. So again, I'll be helping out with that. Probably doing setup, takedown. I got my already started to pack my tool bag up because I take my own tools. So again, like I said, I have my own tools that I do take with me, and that. So to help set up the frames and that, just in case I need anything to repair anything's loose or tighten anything. Darn fire trucks, man, they're so loud here. And also too, for I'm gonna make sure, also too making sure that my battery is all charged up for my Wi-Fi, so that way, you know, my actual battery is my Wi-Fi battery, modem battery. So I can run my phone, so I can actually pick up my internet. So so that way when I go to live stream, I'm doing it right off my battery pack as well. I can't go in my mouth. So again, this was just a check-in. Again, so like I said, Caitlin and Cody, I have your bandanas and that. So I'll sometime actually meet up with you guys. I'm gonna actually put this on YouTube so that way Cody can see it, and that kind of thing. So. So he can see this actual video, and also to behind me, I need. I don't know if they're gonna have any stickers left. I want to find out. Who actually sells the rotary stickers? Because I wouldn't mind getting one for my construction helmet. I do have my own construction vest, by the way. I've always had it every year because I have to wear it the last night of the fair because of the carnies coming in and out. So again, and that. So again, like I said, so again, because the carnies, the last night of the fair, the carnies will pull out. So because I got to walk among them to clean up garbages and that kind of thing, I do have to have my hard hat on. Because they're taking down a lot of heavy metal, and they're taking down a lot of heavy fences and that kind of stuff too. So even to walk in amongst them, you have to. Everybody has to. The people that are even volunteering in the Rotary section, if you don't have a hard hat on, the carnies will ask you to stay off their side of the field, unless you have your hard hat on to walk through there. Then they're okay. Then there's no liability issue. That there is with civilians, there is a liability issue. The reason why they probably will tell you not to walk through there when they're trying to set up is because the fact that anything falls on you and you don't have a hard hat on. They don't even let their own people on that side of the field if you don't have a hard hat on. Because again, there is a big liability issue with some of the with midway operators. So, just wanted to point that out, and that. So also too. There will be the setup for those that are interested in coming in and helping out and set up. Volunteers are always needed. So on July, which we're already into July 27th, about 5:30, 6 o'clock. If you live in the Wyerton area or you're visiting the Wyerton area and you want to come and help out, feel free to. Again, that is when the fair setup will start. Again, the first night is framing, and then the week after that will be canvassing, and then there's electrical inspection, and then there's the opening of the fair. So first night of the fair. So or anybody wants to come and help out at the fair, feel free to. Rotary section is all volunteer guys, and that kind of stuff too. We can always use the help. So, and that so again, canvas night. It is about 6:30, about either 6 or 6:37 p.m. So again, first the 27th is 5:30, 6 o'clock. Is frame set up for the fair here in Wyerton, Ontario, which is down at Blue Water Park, where everything always is hosted, because it's the only public park with hydro. And that so. So again, that'll be set. We'll be setting up there, doing the framing, and then on the 27th, and then the following week, before the fair opens, it'll be the canvassing and that kind of thing over the top of the game frames, and so that also too gives the midway guys time to pull in and everything else like that, get all set up and hit the showers. Half of them ones do shower, half of them don't shower. They have to before they work on a Fairfield, they're forced to, because the fact that they can't stink. Especially because of the job kind of job they do, right? Summertime, also too summertime in that as well, and so again, and also too, so that wraps up that too, and I think that is it for the summer activities. Like, I mean, Salt Beach seems to have, it's kind of good because Salt Beach is kind of doing more than we are. Other than that, regularly on Sundays, we have the Sunday Fun Day Market all the time, every Sunday up till the fall or something like that. And man. So, and anyhow, and tomorrow I am back at work at the dentist office 1 day a week, and then golly, it's the weekend again. So the rest of the summer is slowly going to be busy. Going to be keeping everything all myself booked up and busy. And also too, on the same Sunday, I think it is a Sunday if I got it right. On the Sunday, on the 5th, is Fireman's Dinner at the arena, roast beef barbecue dinner that they sell tickets for. I'm not sure, it changes every year. I don't know how much is going to be this year. Maybe it was the same last year. Maybe they do keep it the same. But again, it's a fundraiser the fire department does to support to support the community and that kind of stuff too. So, and then there's there's some race thing that goes on early in the morning too, on fair weekend before the fair opens up in the afternoon. So. And actually, I finally got a 150th anniversary T-shirt, Canada Day shirt. Again, I was from the old stock from last year. Again, it was only $10. I did try selling me a hat too. I got enough hats around here. But yeah, so again, and I enjoyed seeing the what you call the gypsy wagon, face painting wagon was out this year. a lady that does that. She's a really really nice lady. She does she does face painting for the kids, $5 for face painting, and then she sells the water resistant glitter tattoos that they tattoo on you with water glitter and that. And so again, she does a wonderful job of that. She has her own gypsy wagon. I would love to make my, even though I don't do face painting, I would love to find out how she makes those things and make myself one for my bike, about that size to put on my bicycle. If I can get the right attachments to put on the bike and actually get a, I got to put some parts on my bike anyways. But no, I live in an apartment building, so it won't, no place to really park it or lock it up. So again, they're nice little things though. But if I still had a place with a garage, I would love to make one of those up. Learn how to make those things because they're really really cool. Especially a stage style, especially a fold out stage style one that you can actually go into and stand on. That you actually can sit in, and it actually has like a fold out stage. You can actually put fold out stage on it, on the side of it. Like you can go into it, and you can add like fold out stage to it and that kind of stuff too. So when I do my live streams or whatever, I can step on the stage and actually live stream. And yeah, so again, keep you updated. They're really really cool. And that so I told her if she was interested, and she wanted to make an appearance at the Rotary Village Fairs to talk to Mike Mason to see if she can get in, or even see if she can rent a space there or a spot there for the day, or for the weekend or for the day, because especially on Kids Zone Day, for the kids zone. She does pretty good jobs on that kind of thing. She does like a lot of different styles of designs and that kind of stuff. So again, just doing some updates. So again, for Celtic Gypsy Warriors, again, I've got paper clips for your bandanas. So if you get given to you a Celtic Gypsy Warrior bandana, either a red or a black one, come see me, and you get one of those paper clips like I have on my bandana, and that kind of thing. So. If you don't have one of these, let me know and I'll give you one for your bandana. So again, you can add your Celtic Gypsy bandanas, by the way, guys, to your MFR, underneath your MFR hat swears, which is a flat beak or hats. These ones are MFR hats. Again, MFR headdress wear. It doesn't say MFRs. I bought mine at A&A down here at the corner store for like $20, not bad, and it's a flat beak. So again, it is an MFR style wear hat. So again, it is. So again, you can wear your bandanas underneath that. I do sometimes to absorb the sweat, or I should have had mine on Sunday. But again, you can wear them right underneath the rim of your hat. So if you guys go to the store, you buy your own bandanas, whatever color bandanas you have. Again, you can wear them underneath your MFR hats. If you go into any place like the Legion guys or any of the Navy clubs or veteran clubs itself, into their halls, make sure you remove your hat, saving your bandana because it's considered as a hat. So again, like those places there do not allow you to have anything on your head. And that kind of thing. So just remind you. But if you guys are out at an event or a fun day event or whatever, or at the local carnival, you can wear that or whatever. Canada Day, people, it was good to see guys that had bandanas on. I see a couple of guys there. I had a Canadian bandana with a Canadian Maple Leafs on them. They were really cool. And that kind of stuff too. And congratulations to Paul Walker here in Owen Sound, which is also part of Wyerton, which is not far from Wyerton. He's our MPP, member of Parliament. Whatever that stands for. So again, I voted for him. But my wife voted the opposite. She voted Liberal. But that is all right. So again, I voted basically based on what he had said in his video. I kind of agreed with making changes and that kind of stuff. When I seen his Facebook Live, I thought that was really, really neat. And plus, because I know to see him around at the Rotary Village Fair or whatever, so I know of him. So again, the name was familiar on the ballot when I went. I seen his name on the ballot. So again, because I had recognized the name, that's why I've seen him around town a couple of times. He is an all white type of guy. So again, he did a wonderful job at Canada today too. I was doing the fish fry and I seen him come out and he was giving everybody flags and everything else like that, and Canadian flags, and he did a pretty good job on the parade procession going into the bear tent. So again, right behind the pipes and drums and that kind of stuff too. So I mean, he's very, very spiritual, what you call very, very supportive type personality. So he's got a really, really, really good personality and that kind of stuff. So that's what I like about him. So basically, he ended up getting my vote. I know it was so hot out yesterday. He couldn't really talk and mingle with a lot of people. The guy from Midnight Blue was hoping he was still around last night, Sunday night for the beer tent, and that kind of stuff. And I guess he went home, and I had a wonderful time sitting there with some of the. Yes, I'm not rude. Sitting down, just the place was packed. There's nowhere else to sit. So again, there was a couple of tourists that were up visiting the area and new to the area and that kind of thing. So I was just making them feel welcome, and that's so I sat down, talking to them, and had a good social time with them at the beer tent, and we had a couple. I bought myself a couple beers and that kind of thing, and we had a hell of a time. Sit back, just listening to music, listening to the band play and that kind of stuff too. So and that kind of thing. At least I'm not as rude as some people are in this town. I will not name no names. Some of there's just some people in this town that are very, very rude to tourists, and that doesn't make new people like that coming through town feel welcome at all. Maybe because they look a little different, or maybe because their skin color is different. We do have a lot of those prejudiced people living here. It's not right, I know, but you find that anywhere you go nowadays. But especially when Kate came down the tourist, I was sitting there, I had my beer, I bought my beer and sit down and talking to them and that kind of thing. And after I got off doing the fish fry and that off at 6, and I had cleared my schedule because I don't have a Smart Serve license because the bar takes over after nighttime. So because I don't have a Smart Serve license, and while they're still up and operating, I ran out of work to do. I could have sold glow sticks, but I didn't want to sell glow sticks because I've got very bad mathematical skills, and I didn't want to be responsible mischanging anybody. So I don't like dealing with money into stuff. Even when it comes down to selling tickets for the fashion show, I just was nice enough to help try to sell them. I couldn't sell them, so I took them back to our executive and that kind of thing. Before we had the fashion show, they were back in April, and that. So like anything to do with selling tickets or for anything like that, I won't do, because I don't want to mischange anybody. Um, if they have an event for that kind of stuff going on at that time. Um, like especially when it came down to the glow sticks, I'm like not getting into glow stick selling. I mean, come on, like that is a little. I know it is nice, but again, also to the other hand, it is a little fruity. I find, anyways. I like. I mean, technically, for one night, like glow sticks are only good for like one night, and then they're garbage the next day. And my opinion is the glow sticks are just a waste of money that people like to throw away. They don't last forever. So by the time they're paying like what, $2 for a glow stick, they just wasted that glow stick that could have went on, somebody's early morning Tim Hortons coffee, or could have went for anything in their family, towards anything in their family, their needs for their kids or whatever. It is glow sticks are a nice idea, yeah, but the only thing with the glow sticks is they're you buy those glow sticks at those events, and then they're garbage the next day. They don't last long. You wasted money on them. Especially for one night event. I remember I used to buy them all the time when I was a kid, and my biological mother, she's passed on now, but my biological mother, she hated buying those glow sticks. She wouldn't waste a dime on those things. She used to curse those things because they weren't something like a T-shirt. Like if it was a glow in the dark decal T-shirt or something like that, that's different. It's more worth your money. Buying a kid something like that from a T-shirt vendor or whatever than the glow sticks, because it is like you get like cool T-shirts for $10 or $15 at any vendor, and they're the better souvenirs to have, and they're more worth the money because you can always keep them, you can always turn them inside out and wash them. Glow sticks don't even last that long. That they only once you crack them to light them up, they're only good for that one night fireworks, and then the next night they're garbage. But yeah, so again, that is just an update there too. But basically, yeah, we always have a good time at those things. I don't know what's going to be happening next year. Now, if Optimist is still around next year, I'm hoping so. And we're doing Canada Day again next year. All depends now what goes on in October. If our same president is changed her mind, is wishing to stay, or she's still wanting to leave, whatever the case may be, again, we have to vote, and we'll probably have to vote and nominate a new president. And if we can't get a new president, and then we just don't want to see this thing fold, because a lot of Optimist clubs have folded. That just means Canada, they'll go right back to Chambers, Commerce, or Township, or whatever, in that kind of a case. But we love to see it keep going every year as possible. If we can at least keep the Optimist going, at least. If we, by any chance, we can't, then I don't know. We'll just have to deal with the changes when that bridge, when they decide to cross that bridge. So again, slowly, bit by bit, changes have been getting. There's been new changes. I'm starting to see anyhow. Some stuff is still the same, again, but there's some things that I'm starting to see is that we didn't have before. There was a lot of some of the signs, kind of just a lot of the changes or signs of changes are starting happening with Canada alone. it is on the good thing end of it. It is trying to get bigger. It's not getting smaller. We're starting to get actually starting to get outside volunteers, which is pretty good. Since I started Optimus, we couldn't hardly get anybody. And so again, that is going pretty good at that end. This is the first time I've ever seen the face painting Gypsy Wagon there. The lady that has that. This is the first time I've ever seen that. I'm surprised. I'm so glad she's come out to Optimist and that kind of thing. She's been had a big input with that thing. Kids really love seeing that Gypsy Wagon there and getting their face painted and that kind of thing, buying face paint. Now the children's area, they always do the free face painting, but she has her own business where she has a licensed business where she sells face painting designs, and she paints her faces up different colors or whatever. And the paint's washable, washes off. She sells the glitter tattoos as well. And she's got a really, really cool Gypsy Wagon. I seen it yesterday. I loved it. Now, if I had a place with a garage, I would probably want to make myself one of them things because they're really cool. Especially, park it beside the birthday game at the village fair and just sit inside of it and keep out of the sun, sunshine, keep out of the heat, and that kind of stuff too. Put a little fan in there, but I don't think there's much for plugins there. But and they're really neat gadgets, though. She said again, she made hers out of one of those old U-Haul trailers that you put on the back of your car. And she brought up a used U-Haul, old U-Haul trailer that she bought up. That because usually sometimes every so many years the U-Haul yards they get so many new trailers, and they sell off the old ones. And so again, if they buy any new ones and they got any old ones to sell off, that's how she did her Gypsy Wagon out of as a U-Haul trailer. So again, she painted it up, put a door on it, changed the door, put a door on it, everything, little knocker, little steps to it. Really looks very neat. Oh man, too bad when I was on my break, I should have got a picture of it. They're really, really cool stuff. And that. So again, I'm probably gonna sit back. I'm gonna watch some movies tonight and pick some out that I have not seen for a while. And I hope everybody has a great day. And thank you for tuning in. Bye for now.